to teach you about him. But you won't learn until you be still. I learned in school that when the teacher is teaching, it's best to get in the right posture so when you're taking notes, you won't miss what's going to be on the test. But you'll never know what's on the test if you're always running from the class. So he says, be still. That means get in a posture where you're not affected by it. Position yourself to where they can hit you on the right, hit you on the left, but it don't sway you from God. Position yourself where you're steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the works of the Lord, knowing that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. You got to position yourself to not be distracted by every wind of doctrine and distracted by every attack of the enemy, because you already knew what he said in his word. In this life, John 16:33, you will have trials and tribulation, but secure yourself and get happy, be of good cheer, for he's already overcome the world. Set yourself in a manner to where when the enemy tries to shake you by a bad diagnosis from the doctor, all you'll say is, if he said it, I can trust God to cure it. Secure yourself where if they try to come in and steal with the things you've been benefiting off of, you can testify, my God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory. He said, be still and know that I am God. Because if I never had a problem, I wouldn't know God can solve them. He positions me so where some days I'm on my knees, but every other day I'm sitting in posture. And he's teaching me about him. He's teaching me how to trust him and not to put my trust in man. That's why the psalmist says, some trust in horses, some trust in chariots, but we will trust in the name of the Lord. Somebody say, be still. I've got to be still because when I get my mind on the right thing, I'm not perplexed. I'm not perplexed. I may be in despair, but this one thing that I desire, that I'll seek after, that I may dwell, let's have church, in the house of the Lord forever. I told you earlier, the goal was to get you to the house. And when I get to the house, peace is in the house, joy is in the house, abundance is in the house, favor is in the house, freedom is in the house, power is in the house. Y'all still ain't happy, but tell somebody else, there's one more thing that I got to deal with. I got God's strength in my stress. I've got security for my sanity. And there's the posture that's desired. But go put number 4 up there so they can see it. And here's the shout. There's a reassurance of God's safety. Because God is in the midst of her. God is our refuge. You missed your shout. Look at verse number 11. It says, God is with us. The Lord of hosts, he's with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. I told you what Selah means. Pause and praise about it. Pause and give God glory. The Lord is with me. That's a reason to pause and give God glory. The Lord of hosts is with us. He never left us. He was there all the time. Do me a favor. Get your neighbor. Touch your neighbor. Touch your neighbor on the shoulder. And tell your neighbor, neighbor. If you don't want to talk to him, you shouldn't sit next to him. Say, oh, neighbor. through the fire. I've been through floods, but here's my testimony. He was there all the time, keeping me, holding me, preserving me, working on me, keeping his hand on me. Fine, you another neighbor, and let's have some church. You might have to cross the aisle and say, neighbor, I've got to tell you my testimony. When I was still, I saw him better. I saw him as a bridge over troubled water. I saw him as bread when I was hungry. I saw him as water while I'm thirsty. I saw him the way I should have been seeing him, because I might have put my focus on everything else. But when I got my focus back, it was put on the right thing, because in the journey, I got tired. On the journey, I felt stress. On the journey, I felt defeat. But I remembered what he said, in this life, you will see and have to search. You'll see trouble, but don't be affected